This video is closed captioned. The best things to do in Madrid, a travel guide. For many people, Madrid is simply the capital of Spain, but to others, it's much more than that. Madrid is a city with a lot of history and culture, and by nature of being a tourist destination, you want to make sure that you don't miss out on some of the best hidden gems. From its stunning architecture to vibrant nightlife to its well-preserved historical sites and picturesque landscapes, Madrid has many sights to see that make it one of Europe's most beautiful cities. Hello travelers, it's Anthony, and welcome to the Travel Droner channel. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button to join the family. In this video, we will get you thrilled with some of the best things to do in Madrid for your next trip. Madrid has always been known for its charm. It's a city that never sleeps and has a lot to offer visitors. Whether you're keen on monuments, partying, or shopping, there are plenty of things to do in Madrid that will make your stay memorable. Let's get right to it. Visit the Prado Museum. The primary national museum of Spanish art is the Prado Museum, officially known as Museo Nacional del Prado, which is situated in the heart of Madrid. Based on the old Spanish royal collection, it is widely regarded as housing the best collection of Spanish art and one of the richest collections of European art in the entire world, extending from the 12th century to the early 20th century. It was established in 1819 as a museum devoted to sculpture and paintings, but it also has significant collections of other kinds of artwork. The museum houses various pieces by Francisco Goya, the artist who is most often represented, and those by El Greco, Hieronymus Bosch, and others. The collection currently includes many additional pieces of art and historical documents, along with about 8,200 drawings, 7,600 paintings, 4,800 prints, and 1,000 sculptures. Visit the Royal Palace. The Royal Palace of Madrid is the formal residence of Spain's royal family in Madrid. Although it is now solely used for state functions, the palace was rebuilt in the 18th century and has ornate Baroque architecture. Some outstanding treasures within the Royal Palace are worth exploring. The Grand Staircase, built in 1789, is the most spectacular. The Royal Library houses a great collection of literature that has been meticulously managed and kept over the years. The Royal Pharmacy, which is still in use, is another point of interest. There is also the Royal Armory, considered one of the best in the world, with exhibits dating back to the 13th century. Sculptures portraying members of the royal family and historical figures can be found throughout the palace. The Royal Coat of Arms and the centuries-old bells. The rooms of King Charles III and the Queen, which date back from the 18th and 19th centuries, are well worth seeing. The first floor also houses the Royal Chapel and the Crown Room, both required stops on a tour of the Royal Palace of Madrid. Check out the palace's beautiful surroundings, Campo del Moro Gardens and Sabatini Gardens. Relax in Retiro Park. The Parque del Buen Retiro, also known as El Retiro, is one of Madrid's largest parks, popular with tourists and locals. Retiro Park's history dates back to the 17th century when it was established for King Philippe IV's enjoyment. It was only utilized by royalty until the end of the 19th century, but it is now completely available to the public. The park has spectacular monuments, sculptures, fascinating galleries, and picturesque structures. Visiting Retiro Park is one of the best free things to do in Madrid, and it may take a whole day if you take your time exploring it. It's the ideal place to unwind, with plenty of activities, sightseeing, and places to rest, relax, and take in the scenery. The lake has to be one of the most eye-catching elements of the park. The monument of Alfonso XII stands towering at the edge of the lake, providing some spectacular sunsets. During the day, you can rent a rowing boat for a few euros and relax while floating around on the water. The gardens in El Parque Buen Retiro are another distinguishing feature. The different gardens are decorated in their own distinct style. The Rosaleda Rose Garden, the Jardines of Cecilio Rodriguez, and the Parterre Frances. Be sure to explore the Crystal Palace in Retiro Park, which is food for the eyes. If you enjoy our videos, join us on our journey worldwide by subscribing to our channel. Please click the bell icon to get notified when we publish a new video. Take a day trip to Toledo. Toledo is a culturally rich city that has seen many cultures and dynasties pass through its gates, as well as battles, nobility, and artists. It is situated on the banks of the Tagus River in central Iberia. It is renowned as the City of Three Cultures because of the cultural influences of Christianity, Muslims, and Jews throughout its history, which are reflected in its cuisine. You can also go to the magnificent Mirador del Valle, a spectacular lookout with panoramic views of the entire city. The river, the majestic Alcázar, the little winding lanes, and the church can all be seen here. Alcázar, built on the city's highest point for military and strategic reasons, is an excellent place to learn about the region's history and culture and offers stunning panoramic views. La Juderia, which translates to the City of Jews, was previously the city's Jewish quarter and is now a lovely neighborhood with several beautifully maintained houses. A tour of La Juderia will teach you about Jewish life under Muslim and Christian rule and their culture and architecture. Visit the Temple of Debod. The Temple of Debod is a 2nd century BC Egyptian temples which were devoted to the Egyptian goddess Isis and the god Amun of Thebes. It was a gift from the Egyptian government to Spain in appreciation for its support in repairing the Abu Simbel temples in Upper Egypt and other monuments and archaeological sites. The Debod Temple was dismantled and relocated from its home near the Nile before being rebuilt stone by stone in Madrid's Cuartel de la Montana Park for 2 years. The best time to visit Debod Temple is right before the sun sets because you'll get a stunning glimpse of the temple in all its splendor against the background of a gorgeous lit sky. If you linger a little longer, it is worthwhile to see the monument illuminated at night. The shrine's interior is open to visitors and very much worth seeing. Although it isn't as well preserved as other Egyptian temples, it has interesting information about Egyptian mythology and history and hieroglyphics and sculptures all over its walls. In addition, there is an intriguing miniature of Nubia's different temples on the upper floor. You can explore its many rooms or take a relaxing stroll in the neighborhood. Gran Via Tour. Gran Via is one of the streets in Madrid with the highest nightlife, and it is known to be the street that never sleeps. Some of the most famous buildings in the country, such as the famous Metropolis Building or the Carrion Building with its famous Schweppes sign, are located there. It is also one of the most prominent shopping streets in the world, housing Primark's second largest store in the world, as well as other well-known brands such as Zara, H&M, Esfera, Pull, and Bear. The most obvious thing to do on this commercial thoroughfare is to go shopping. The street is home to the majority of Spanish labels, high fashion and high street fashion, and some international designers. El Corte Inglés is a must-see because it is the classic Spanish retailer. It has been around for decades and is home to many well-known brands, such as Chanel, Dior, and Carolina Herrera. Then go to one of the many beautiful nearby bars to relax and unwind. The Gran Via is a highly active street with several pubs where tourists can enjoy tapas or cocktails. Shop at the El Rastro Flea Market. El Rastro is Madrid's largest and most popular open-air flea market in Europe, and it's been around since 1765. Hundreds of vendors set up shop in Madrid's La Latina district every Sunday and national holiday. They sell pottery, leather products, old books, home decor, clothing, and other items. This well-known Madrid flea market offers a wide range of new and used goods. Furthermore, the neighboring area is home to several great antique shops open just for the market. Clothing, jewelry, handbags, and even live birds are available. When you shop there, you'll also be able to find plenty of souvenirs and gifts for those back home. Sample Spanish wines at a winery. One of the best places to visit while in Madrid is a winery, where you can sample some delicious Spanish wines. If you visit during harvest season, you'll have the chance to see how grapes are grown and harvested. The first step after picking up your wine glass is getting a tour of the vineyard, where you'll learn all about viticulture and get a chance to ask any question that might come up. You'll also get an idea of what's grown here, such as grapes or other fruits. Next up on our tour will be tasting time. There are usually several options for wines at each winery, so make sure you look at the testing menu before coming so that you know what's available. For most people, there are 3 types of wines available: white, red, and sparkling. After sampling, be sure to buy some bottles to take home. See a flamenco show. Watching a flamenco show is one of the best things to do in Madrid. Flamenco is an energetic and passionate form of Spanish dance that originated in rural Andalusia during the late 19th century. There are plenty of places where you can see flamenco performances, but if you want the real experience, dress up and head down to one of the many clubs that offer flamenco dancing. There is no better way to experience traditional Spanish dance than to sit in the front row for a close-up performance. The Palacio de la Música, Museo del Baile Flamenco, and Teatro Lirico de Madrid are all great options for experiencing this uniquely Spanish art. You can find performances on almost any evening at a variety of locations. Don't forget to bring your camera. Catch a soccer game at the Santiago Bernabéu Stadium. Madrid has a long and proud soccer tradition, with 3 of the world's most prestigious professional clubs all based there. If you're visiting during the season, don't miss the opportunity to see one of these teams play live. The Santiago Bernabéu Stadium is home to Real Madrid CF, one of Europe's most popular and successful soccer clubs. It's also a spectacular building that always fills up for big games. Tickets can be bought online or at ticket booths outside the stadium. If you want to make a weekend out of it, stay nearby at one of the hotels near Plaza de Cibeles. You can consider watching Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium on Sunday afternoons. There you have it. If you're ever in Madrid, Spain, add these 10 incredible activities to your itinerary. If you find this tour guide helpful, don't forget to like this video and feel free to share your comments with us about other fun things to do in Madrid. Hit the bell icon to stay tuned for more videos like this. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.